I hope you're ready for another geography lesson, evil spirits, because today I'll be reviewing the entire geography of the third floor labyrinth, the Pilgrim's Path. There are 4 different portal stones used to enter Pilgrim's Path from floor 2. The northern portal is connected to the Goblin Forest, the Beast Den is connected in the east, the Land of the Dead in the west, and the Rock Desert in the south. At the center of the map, you'll find a Witch's Forest. It takes 2 to 3 days of consistent travel to get to Witch's Forest from any of the second floor portals. Once inside, you'll receive a terrifying litany of hallucinatory field effects. But if you can properly travel a full day's journey to the center of the forest, you can make it to the 4th floor portal, located within a tall spire called the Tower of Heaven. If you enter the 3rd floor to the Den of Beasts, you'll end up at Iron Rock Hill. This is a mountainous area where you'll find half-iron, half-beast monsters such as the Iron Tusk and the Iron Falcon. This is also the place where a trap was set for Team Halfwit by the crazed priestess Lisa. If you enter to the Land of the Dead, you'd arrive at the Jet Black Estuary. This is an area characterized by having countless streams that flow in many different directions. It is also said to smell like sewer water. The width of the streams are generally about 5 meters, but the waters will consistently rise until midnight and you're forced to camp on the Foe Islands. When dawn comes around, the water levels will finally fall and you'll be free to travel again. The characteristic monsters for this area are the Frogmen, humanoid creatures with green skin and armed with harpoons. The passive of these monsters allows them to slip completely past any blunt force attack, making them practically immune to Bjorn's attempts to kill one. Team Halfwit hunted here to get the eyes of the Frogman Sorcerer for a quest. When you enter the Pilgrim's Path through Goblin Forest, you end up at Greentail Marsh. This is where you'll find lizardmen and corresponding mutants as your enemies. While we've never been formally introduced to the lizardmen species, we have gotten a glimpse at their capabilities. Rottmiller Brown has absorbed the essence of a lizardman scout. This grants him an active ability that allows him to sense heat signatures in the surrounding area. A very useful skill considering all the predators that lurk in the labyrinth. Lastly, if you enter Pilgrim's Path from Rock Desert, you'll end up at Twilight Slope. This area has only ever been mentioned in passing. However, we can assume the monsters found here will be some stronger variations of the Earth-type monsters found in Rock Desert, such as the Stone Golem. The Orc Colony is one of the first places on the 3rd floor that was visited by Team Halfwit. Because it is found next to Iron Rock Hill and is mentioned to be on the opposite end of the map as Greentail Marsh, it can be inferred to be in the southeastern region of the map. All monsters found here are above rank 8 and are naturally going to be some variation of an orc. It is the second most difficult place to train on the 3rd floor besides the Witch's Forest. The next known area of the Pilgrim's Path is the Sculpture Temple. It is found adjacent to the Greentail Marsh, although it is unclear if it is in the northeast or northwest part of the map. I have arbitrarily placed it in the west. The Sculpture Temple is an area that looks much like the ruins of a civilization. There is only one type of monster found here, the unnamed statues. These are rank 7 monsters that take the form of headless stone bodies. Lastly, we have the Thornreed Field. This is a field of thorny vines tall enough to reach a Barbarian's shoulders. This area was set ablaze by the Sawtooth clan to create a flat, empty battleground for their fight against Ryakis. With all these places covered, there are still some areas on the floor which have room for other unique terrains. So I extrapolated what I believe these areas might look like. I imagine the area north of the Witch's Forest will still have a stream-like water feature, just like the adjacent Jet Black Estuary and Greentail Marsh. This would lead to a large water feature such as a lake, just at the base of the mountains. As for the southwest area, I interpret it to be a valley-like area in which streams meet the foothills of Twilight Slope. That's all for the physical features of the map. Now, I can go on and on about how the 100-Couple Temple and the Lord of the Floor add so many more layers to this, but I'll be saving that for another day. Until then, stay safe. Raftonia's king, motherfucker!